What's up, Film Jammers? It's Tuesdays with Ash. Now, if you're already Scorseseing it up, this might not be for you. But if you're looking to get started with making a film, stick around for part 1 of our beginner's guide to filmmaking. Film Jams. The idea. It all starts with the idea. If you don't have a really great concept, don't move on to the next step. This is where it all starts, where the creative juices flow. Make a film about something you are passionate about, because you might be living with this film for the next year or 2 or more of your life. I just directed a music video that took 6 months. One of my favorite types of movie ideas are high concept films. And what this is basically a movie that can be easy to sell to a wide audience because it delivers upon an easy to grasp idea. For example, Snakes on a Plane. It's a super easy pitch. They're snakes and they're on a plane. Plus having Sam Jackson helps. Or Liar Liar with Jim Carrey. What if a lawyer could only tell the truth? Or Jurassic Park. What if we could clone dinosaurs in modern day? These ideas are all really easy to grasp and easy to pitch, and often make some of the most marketable movies. Hollywood loves high concept ideas, and if you have one, you may be onto a great idea for a film. Personally, some of my favorite movies I've worked on are ideas I came up with while eating nachos at El Mariachi's, or another idea when I woke up from a crazy dream. You never know when that great idea might come, so make sure to write everything down. On the flip side, you might want to use someone else's idea. Licensing a book or graphic novel is really popular in Hollywood today because it's already got a built-in audience. If you are able to partner with an up-and-coming writer, sometimes you could license their idea and make your movie with their audience already interested in the idea. It never hurts to reach out to writers and other creatives. Maybe that graphic novel artist was hoping to turn his idea into a movie. You just never know. The script. Once you have your great movie idea, it's time to put it down in script format. There's lots of great software options for script writing, like Final Draft, Celtics, or Fade In. I've been using Final Draft and more recently started using Fade In as it has a fully functional free version. Putting your script into an actual script program will not only look more polished if you plan to show it to actors or investors when you start recruiting, but it will also help you organize your film. The general rule of thumb is 1 page of script, formatted properly in script writing software, is 1 minute of film. So if you have a 90-page script, you're likely around a 90-minute movie. Also, a lot of this software has features that you can use to pull reports and show scenes just based in a specific location or just with certain actors. This will make your coordinating much easier and more efficient. Cast and crew. So you've got your idea, you've put it down in words with some pro script software. Now it's time to start assembling your cast and crew. Hopefully you have built up a little network of people you can recruit for your core crew. But if you haven't, use Facebook filmmaking groups or even local film festivals. These can be great places to meet crew and actors for your film. Start with a good coordinator who can manage the details of the production and keep you organized. I found this is really key for my films. We could spend a whole hour on crew. But to simplify it down, get all your key department heads like director of photography for camera, a gaffer for your lighting, a production designer to handle the art, and an editor, DIT, to manage media and post-production. Having these key positions on board will lead your project to success. Side note, having a really good AD or assistant director is also important to keeping your project organized and on time. Make sure you have rock stars in your key positions and the other crew will follow. Make a realistic budget. Unless you're born a prince or you've got that old money, you're going to need some cash. Even if you're shooting on your smartphone and filming in your Pop's basement, you're going to, at minimum, need to feed your crew. The first step is to determine the length of your film and how many days of shooting you'll need. Put a realistic budget together for each day. For example, if you know you're going to need 10 extras on day 3, keep the cost of feeding them, etc. in your budget. For your camera budget, it can help to hire a cinematographer that already owns a camera package. They'll be more familiar with the gear, and they often will give a package price for their labor and equipment. For lighting rentals, most lighting houses will offer a 3-day week. You pay 3 days, but get the gear for 1 week. And even better discounts on longer rentals for feature films. So make sure to ask your local lighting and grip house about long-term discounts for your film. Raise those funds. Once you have your estimated budget, now you know how much to raise to greenlight your film. Here's some ideas on how to do that. Form a partnership. In my opinion, one of the best ways to make a film is with partners and friends. If you find people equally as passionate about your project, they may come on as a producer and you can form a partnership. Splitting costs and responsibilities is a big help on a feature film project where there's so much to do. Look for grants. Many states and even different countries offer incentives to film in their locations. Search on the Google and see what's out there right now. And if you fit a certain demographic, like me, I'm Spanish and female, and my dad's in the Coast Guard, so there's a bunch of film grants out there for women filmmakers and for family members of the military. You might be surprised at how much money is out there waiting to be claimed by you. Crowdfunding can be an option to raise funds, so take a look at Indiegogo or Kickstarter. These can be a lot of work to manage though, and you will have deliverables later that you'll need to follow through with for all of those perks. If you promise 500 stickers to your 500 supporters, you're going to have to mail all of those out at some point, so keep that in mind. And you can always try and find an investor. If you have a great high concept idea, I've found this can be an easier sell than if you want to go the extremely artsy, abstract route for your film, which can be a harder sell to an investor. Do you want snakes on a plane, or do you want the abstract, ethereal space opera? No, you want snakes on a plane. Kick it in yourself. I can't think of too many filmmakers that don't end up putting in some of their own cash. So save up and keep a little bonus kitty in case you need it. And you will need it. Okay guys, that was part 1 of our beginner's guide to filmmaking. Stick around next week for part 2, where we'll talk about finding great locations, the actual filming process, and post-production. So make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to check it out. This has been Tuesdays with Ash, and I'll see you next week. I don't know what to do with my hands. Abstract, ethereal, space. Sorry, I forgot what I was saying.